Hello, how are you? My name is Ethan Van Sciver. You are Comicsgate. I'm Comicsgate too. And this is Comic Artist Pro Secrets, everyone. Great to be with you at 10:18 p.m. You know, what are we doing? Oh, yeah. We're launching CYBERFROG Wrecked Planet today. CYBERFROG Wrecked Planet, which has turned into the big... you know what? I used to be able to say this is the biggest crowdfunded comic book of all time with CyberFrog Blood Honey. I can't say that about CyberFrog Blood Honey anymore. I can't say that CyberFrog Blood Honey is the biggest crowdfunded campaign ever again. Because now it's CyberFrog Wrecked Planet. CyberFrog Wrecked Planet is now officially, crazily enough, on its way to becoming the biggest crowdfunded comic book of all time. I don't even know what to say. This is absolutely astonishing as we approach hour 10 of the campaign. No, we're past hour 10. And we're approaching hour 11, and we're at $298,090. This is amazing, guys. This is absolutely amazing. I wonder, have you backed this? Have you backed this campaign yet? That is the question. All right, so your boy Zach's going to be in here in just a few minutes. I've invited Cecil as well, even though I didn't put Cecil on the marquee. I just went into Twitter, and Cecil said, "Are you going to be streaming anymore tonight?" Hold on a second. Yes, Cecil. Yes, Cecil. Come on in here, darling, dear. Oh, Cecil, darling, in private. I've never done that before, actually. We'll see how he reacts to that. Great to be with you. Jabba the Cuck says, send me the link. Jabba, that's going to be one day when it's just you and me, and we can go mano a cucko, and we can actually hash out whatever problems we seem to be having together. That's going to be, that'll be interesting. We got to do that. Whatever misunderstandings are occurring between me and Jabba the Cuck, we actually need to work those out. Have a little conversation. Star Wars Tragedies here says, awesome, Cap. Thank you. So I got to draw a cover for Walking Dead. Walking Dead, Robert Kirkman. He gave the insides of Walking Dead #1 to Wizard World and their conventions. And so they would do a convention and they would say, hey, for this convention, this artist is going to do a new cover. It's like what I do with Vengeance of Vampirella, the Vampirella CyberFrog covers that I'm doing. They're going to do a new exclusive cover for Walking Dead #1. And you can only get it at this Wizard World. And of course, Walking Dead is bigger than life. It's one of the biggest comic books that ever existed. I got to do one. They asked me to do one. I got to do my Walking Dead cover. God, I'll never forget that. I've never seen so much money in my life. I've never seen so much money in my life until now. But I mean, I was at this convention. And so the comic books themselves, they give you a bunch of comic books that you did. They give you like the black and white version and the color version. And you can sign them, you can sketch them, you can do whatever you want. And everybody who is there wants your comic book. They're there to get your comic book. Everybody who comes in wants a comic book. So you're selling them. They're coming from you. And I came home with $25,000 in cash. I mean, that's a lot. When you're holding $25,000 in cash, it's like this. It's like this. And in a bundle. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe I made this. I've never, $25,000. And you know what I spent it on? I sent Hunter to military school with it. I sent him to Texas Marine Military Academy for 2 years. You know, I taught him to make his bed. I think he fucking forgot. But that's where I sent him with that money. And I'll tell you something, it was good for him. But that was a lot of money, and it was cool. And as a benefit, as a side bonus, I got to meet Robert Kirkman and Sean Kirkham. No relation. And they gave me 2 hats. They gave me a black one and a green one of these. And I love this hat, and I wear it all the time. I've worn it ever since. I love Walking Dead, even though the show was kind of falling off a little bit. I was a big fan of the comic book. It was the only comic book that I had to read when it came out, and I would buy it digitally. So really, really cool. I'm happy with my hat. I don't know how Robert Kirkman feels about me now. I assume. Here's the thing. That was before I became the devil. These people. Yeah, not sure how he feels about me now, but I'm still wearing his hat. I don't care. I'm a Walking Dead fan. You can think I'm the devil if you want to. You can hate on Comicsgate all you want. For now, you're going to have to admit that we're right eventually. That's inevitable. But for now, I'm a fan of yours. And admit it, you love CYBERFROG. Everybody loves CYBERFROG. That's no longer in question. CYBERFROG, wrecked planet, doing great business. $299,240. This is I've never seen a campaign move like this. Campaign, so the evil has been beaten. Listen to this, you little dipshit. The evil's about to win again. The evil, that being me, we're about to retake the crown away from you and your weirdness. This campaign in its first month is probably going to trample all over Osiris and whatever that was. And, not to gloat, but I'm gloating a little bit. I have to gloat. This is tremendous. I feel like I've been mistreated. I feel like I've been mistreated by these people. And this is fun to see this actually happen. How did it happen? Well, CYBERFROG 1 was a tremendous hit. Everyone really, really loved Blood Honey. Everyone that read it had to admit they wanted to see how it continued. I ended it in such a way that people said, I want to read the next one and I want it now. Well, that's how to sell a comic book. That's how to sell a TV show. That's how to sell any kind of fiction. People said it should be a complete story. Why would it be a complete story? If it were a complete story, why would anybody come back for the next one? It doesn't make sense. See, you want to sell a couple more books. You want to have a cliffhanger and you want to invite people to come on back. So that's what CYBERFROG Blood Honey is. Wreck Planet is the same thing. It's got another cliffhanger at the end of it. Sorry, you're going to get CYBERFROG 3 pretty soon. When you read CYBERFROG 2, you'll say, I want the next one. I hope you say that. You might be mad at me. I'm not sure. But here we go. I mean, we are approaching $300,000. We sold, by the way, we sold the cover, the original cover art sold just about an hour ago. And I checked to see who bought it. I was like, is it somebody I know? And it's nobody that I know. So thank you. Thank you to the fan who purchased this. That's tremendous. That's a $10,000 donation. It's not a donation. You're buying the original art, but it's $10,000 towards the campaign for the original art for the Ides of March cover. And I hope you enjoy it. It really is a piece of artwork that I'm pleased with. And Kyle Ritter did just a great job. Just a great job. How could you not look at that and get scared and kind of cry? Look at him. He's a little animal. Look at his little face. He didn't want to get stabbed in the back. He was trying to do good things. He thought he was doing good things for his friends, for humanity, for people who needed him. He took the powers that he had, the privileges that he was given, a situation that he found himself in where people really needed his help. And he did what he could to try to help these people. And instead, they tried to kill him. They said, we will accept your help, maybe, but not before we stab you in the back. And that's what happened to poor CYBERFROG here. And there's Heather Swain just, comforting him as he dies, as he bleeds out. It's terrible, but that is the way the world works. People are weird. CYBERFROG Wreck Planet is now only $335 away from $300,000. And I want to point out that this is before 12 hours, guys. We haven't even hit the 12-hour point. It's just amazing. Amazing that you guys are being so supportive of this campaign, but I really, really, really appreciate you. Cecil, you have the link if you want to come in here. Narwhal says, witnessing history. Amazing. Congrats, Eve. Foreign Agent has 3 days left. By the way, hail chat and hail Narwhal. Yeah, make sure to back Foreign Agent. Ruthven Carlisle, thanks for $5. Says, been watching since the sketch video days. But the Honeycomb and the Ides cover earlier today. Can't wait to read it and keep up the great work, Ethan. Thank you very much for your support. Very, very much. Cecil, welcome.
Welcome to you and congratulations, Tito. This is fantastic. I'm sorry I wasn't there. I was listening all the way driving down from Vermont today.
Yeah. I couldn't wait to actually get you in here because look, we've had quite a year. Cash Grab launched, and it was your first comic book ever, and it made six figures. And CyberFrog Unforgettable Tales made six figures, so that's another. I mean, look, we're adding to the six figures club, and then boom, we've got CyberFrog Wrecked Planet, which is the biggest campaign so far this year, and added another. There are 19 six figures campaigns. There are only 19 campaigns that have made it to six figures, and we need to build on that. I think it's great. Okay, let's just take a look here. They're telling me that we did it, Cecil. We actually, very casually just breezed past $300,000.
No biggie.
No big deal. $300,000 in 10 and a half hours.
Holy shit. I mean, that nobody's done anything like. I mean, the 200,000 in under 2 hours was absolutely astounding.
Yeah, my dad was like, "It's plateauing, Ethan." I was like, "Dad, it's not plateauing. It's like it's still moving. I mean, when it plateaus, you'll know it. It'll plateau in about 5 days, and you'll recognize that. You'll be like, wait, it hasn't moved in like a day. What the fuck?" But don't worry, we have plans for that. We'll keep the campaign interesting. We'll add interesting things to it to make sure that you guys are still excited, enthusiastic, have more things to buy, and people who were smart enough to purchase the Executive Honeycomb box set.
I am a purchaser.
Oh, well, you are a very intelligent man. These people, I saw Mike Miller. He was like, "Oh, great. There are 4 books in there for $200. Ethan knows his audience. I know yours too, all 50 of them. My customer base.
A sucker's growing every minute.
Which is vast and wide. They understand that the Executive Honeycomb box set, it started out, they're guaranteed 4 books in there. And one of the books is a book that you can't get anywhere else. And that's the Gold Foil Ultimate Blood Honey comic. And this is absolutely beautiful. It is the best way to read Blood Honey. It's got 1998 in there as well. The Diary of Heather Swain is built in full size into the back of it. And it's got a spine. It's gold foil and embossed. It's just going to be a beautiful, beautiful book. And it's not for sale anywhere else. It comes with the honeycomb box, and that's it. But beyond that, Cecil, I had this bright idea. I said, what if I could start a campaign and I could say for 200, listen closely, Cecil, you'll like this.
I'm leaning in.
Yeah. So what if I could create a nice package? Okay. And I could say, for $200, you are subscribed to this campaign. So, the way these campaigns go, might add something as time goes by, and you might be like, shit, I want that too. Why don't I have that? Don't worry. You paid $200 for your honeycomb box set. And if I do anything at all, if I add anything to this campaign, don't worry. You don't even have to look. You're already getting it. It's already coming in your honeycomb set. You don't have to pay another dime. Any more variant covers, some of them are $25, maybe more than that. Any special books that I decide to do to add to this campaign. Any special projects. A calendar, I hear I might be making. A 2021 calendar. Don't worry. It's in your honeycomb box set. So the box is big enough to handle some more comics, some more fun stuff in there. And depending on the success of CyberFrog Wrecked Planet, that's going to determine how stuffed your box is. And I want to stuff all these boxes, Cecil. You know that I'm a box stuffer. Yeah.
Well, you got a nice package.
Yeah, I got a nice package to insert into all of your boxes.
There we go.
That's the plan. That's what CyberFrog Wrecked Planet is, and that's why people are backing it. So, Mike S. Miller, shut the F up. And don't question me ever again.
By the way, I found out who bought the cover. Do you want me to say?
Go ahead.
Mike S. Miller.
Wrong.
That's an April.
Wrong.
So we can just show how stupid all you people are. I bought it and hang on my wall. Prove how stupid you people are.
It was someone. I'm sorry, sir. It was someone with a very foreign-y sounding name, and I'd never heard of this person. I haven't seen him in the chat. I don't think, unless they have a code name, in the chat.
Kofi Anonymous.
No. But I'm happy. I'm very happy that somebody purchased the cover, and I'm glad that it was somebody who was not a friend, so they didn't purchase it out of guilt. like pity. It was somebody that actually wanted it. So that's pretty neat. Ladies and gentlemen, the king, your boy Zach. Hi.
I was not ready for this. Usually this is the part where I just type in the private chat, I'm here, and then I wait for a couple minutes. Congratulations.
No. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Wow, dude. We come a long way.
I was just you look like the guy who came to fix the other guy's like sink. What is this? What is with this Superman quick change? I wasn't ready for that one.
Well, I have a thing, and Andrea knows this. Like, I'm like, look, if I'm doing several live streams in a day, I change my clothes. I do a wardrobe change because it's there's something weird about seeing somebody wearing the same clothes in 2 different live streams. It seems dirty. It seems like I don't bathe. Like, what do you wear the same thing every day? So I try to change up the clothing. And all I did this time, I was on the war campaign. I wore my Futurists from Allegiance Arts t-shirt, and I just threw a blazer over it, but now I'm back to casual again because it's nighttime and I'm drunk.
You're leaning forward. It's a little aggressive.
I'm leaning forward. All right, I'll lean backwards. No, you know what it is? My camera is right in my face here. I'll move that backwards as well. I'm not really sure. Like every time I do a live stream, I have to reset things up. But Zach.
So can I say what I told you in the DM?
Yes.
I just typed. Let me read it. I think I remember it. I said, "Your victory is total, and your enemies have been stunned into silence."
Some of them, yeah.
Zach, are you drinking?
What?
Are you drinking, Zach?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's Sunday in Texas, and yeah, I'm SOL.
Oh, it's closed, really?
Yeah, and then even like the grocery stores are closed at 8 p.m. where you could get wine because of quarantine or whatever.
Yeah, everybody's quarantined. A lot of people said, don't do this. Don't launch your campaign right now. Everyone's scared.
It was a perfect. The funny thing is, this is the first time you didn't show me a campaign, and I think you've learned to take your own counsel.
Why? What would you have done differently?
Okay, I got to do a TO on this right here. I cannot take this. I did not consent to the back scratching.
Sorry. Okay, I dropped it. Drunk, I said. Drunk. Okay, so anyway, yeah. So what would you have done differently?
Well, now nothing. But I remember giving you some advice, and you're just like, "Well, I'm good." And
the beehive box. You didn't like the. Well, you know what my thought process on that was? Zach said it should be more exciting. Basically, like it's boring, the beehive texture, even close up. I think you said. My thought was this: like, if a leather briefcase is a substance, right?
Yeah.
It's, like if you had a cowhide briefcase, it would look like cowhide. It would have a spot on it. That's kind of what my thought process was. This thing is made of the shit that the Vespis make. Out of human flesh. That's the texture. That's what the case is made of. And you open it up and you see our heroes inside. So I didn't feel like it was a good idea to put superheroes all over it, fighting or anything like that. I thought that would actually be less classy.
I think you only showed me the closed version of it. So I didn't know it had those great pictures on the inside. But yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing. I mean, we're gonna sell out of this. I didn't think that we would. I'm making 2,500 of them, and I just thought if we sell out of them, that's $500,000, and so eat it quartering, But I think
700 so far. Wow.
Yeah, it's doing really, really well, and people are saying if you sell out of these, you better not make more, because people really like the exclusive, thing. They want to feel like they got something, they got it under the wire. And other people can't get it. So we got to, when things like that happen, we can't break that promise. So if I sell out of 2,500 of them, that's just the way it goes, I guess.
So I saw an interesting analysis, but it looks like that thesis was partly ruined by you selling your cover art. Obviously we're not going to say who it is because that's private, but did you know the person who did it?
No.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, yeah. So, because the early analysis when it was like 200,000 and what, like 2 2.5 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
Is somebody people sent me screenshots of somebody analyzing this. They said this is not high ticket sales. This is all low or mid price things that got you up to that, and that makes the victory even more impressive.
Well, I mean, people are mostly buying the. Look at Cecil. Jesus Christ. Skiing, huh? You're a skier.
Yeah, they closed the goddamn mountain today for the fucking Wu flu. I was gonna ski till Wednesday.
What? How?
It froze.
You're supposed to do social distancing. How close are to you on a mountain?
It was the best fucking place in the world to be. First of all, nobody goes skiing if you feel sick. It's a voluntary activity. If you feel sick, you don't go skiing. Everyone's wearing gloves and has their face covered. Fucking safest place in the world to be. I was thinking that skiing all day Saturday. I'm like, I've never felt fucking more safe from this thing. And I go to the mountain this morning and they're fucking God, they ordered it closed. You want to put a face to the victims? This is the face right here.
Well, good. Get back to work, Cecil. Because
it's very real. There are victims of this virus, and here I want to put a face to it.
Most of them are coughing to death. I mean, no offense, Cecil. I'm sure that your pain is real too.
Maybe we can give like a bracket. It can say like deaths 42, ski trips ruined, comma 1.
No, there were thousands of people. I'm sure.
Yeah.
What about us?
What about?
I'm wondering how soon you're going to regret having the goggles reflect everything on both screens.
So far, so good.
Yeah. No porn yet.
I got Indiegogo Rec Planet over here, YouTube over here, porn tabs up there.
There's kind of like a duck aspect to your getup.
A duck? What do you mean?
Or maybe with the orange and it's like the beginning of a bill.
Well, what do you think of that, Cecil?
I don't like being called a duck by no one.
The Expendables Go to Hell. I put the link in the description. If you haven't backed the Expendables Go to Hell yet, make sure that you do. And we're picking up some new backers here. You're only 5 backers away from 3,000 backers right now.
Damn.
Yeah, that's I gotta check the numbers, but the original miniseries, it did 3,000 something. I think it was 3,100, 3,200 for the first issue, and then it kind of slid off the chart. So there aren't actual sales figures, but the trade paperback did like 500 something. So it's pretty cool, the idea of like doing 6 times what the direct market did. And that was back when like the first movie came out, and it was a big deal when it first came out. It was like every commercial was for that first movie.
Yeah. I thought it was a great concept. And the great thing about it was they're taking these masculine and yet not really working that much, except for Stallone, action stars, and putting them all together in a dream team of action stars. It's just such a cool concept. Everybody wanted to go see that. Isn't there an Expendables with Harrison Ford in it? Was that?
Yeah, that's the third one. And then supposedly they're going to make a one with Jason Statham that's going to just focus on him. It's going to be like his own movie.
I haven't seen the third one. I saw the first 2. I thought they were great, but $203,663. We need 5 more backers to pull this to 3,000 backers. It's just fun.
Did you see someone else was showing $1 million of CG projects in like 3 months?
Mm-hmm.
It was more, right? It was like 1.2 or something like that.
Yeah. I think, did I share that? Let me see if I can find that real quick here on Twitter, because that's important. Like, I'm keeping a close eye on that. I said I want Comicsgate projects. Everybody who's Comicsgate and proud, I want your Comicsgate projects to all work together to make $10 million in 2020. I think it's possible. I think it's entirely possible to do that.
Yeah, people just send me screenshots, so I never know where to find any of this stuff at.
I got it here. I retweeted it, fortunately, so I have it on my Twitter. This is what we're at right now. It's not what we're at right now, but it was where we're at.
Is this a website, or is this just someone's very creative made this on their desktop?
Someone's very creative and made this on their desktop. I
Wow.
kind of announced that I want people to be keeping track of this because I can't. I mean, if you say you're an indie, if you say that you're a Comicsgate campaign, you need to be watched, and your funds, your backers, all this stuff, they need to be put on here.
Oh,
and
Not
kept track of.
Sailbot made this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've worked with him before. He's great.
And Thor Odinson is doing it too. But this is what came out today. So we passed $1 million today, which is too slow. Because it's March. We're halfway through March.
It is an incredible accomplishment.
Okay.
2.5 months.
We have to make 8,900,000.
Yeah, and you need to make 85 more Brie Larson videos.
Yeah.
This is an incredible accomplishment. I was actually shocked when I saw this. I go, that can't be right. It has to be like the last year. No, it's this calendar year.
Yeah, it's big. It is really, really cool. So all the cool Comicsgate projects are on here, and look at Blade Devil. Blade Devil's sitting there.
That one shocked me. It was 55,000. I didn't look at it for a couple of days. 100,000, and then Clint passed his first one. I think he's passed it in backers and total.
Downcast it looks like it was at 32,482 earlier today. I mean, this is earlier today. So very, very cool. I gotta say, this is good, but we can do better. I have to keep pushing people. And I was screaming at people. I was screaming at people on the war campaign. I was like, what are you doing? And I yelled at Yellow Flash. People are like sending me notes to congratulate me. Yellow Flash is like, man, dude, congratulations. Like, fuck you, Yellow Flash. Where's your campaign? He's like, whoa.
Whoa.
I didn't say it like that, but I mean, not in so many words, but F you, Yellow Flash. Where's your campaign? You're a big star. You've got a huge YouTube audience.
I think he's gonna do something, right?
He said he
I
was.
hope so.
Yeah.
By the way, Zach, this is the way you prepare for a pandemic. You get 1, you get 2, you get 3.
I don't like having a lot of alcohol in the house. I feel like that's a line.
No, you feel like you can take on the fucking world when you gotta stop.
I feel rich when I have a lot of alcohol in the house.
Yeah, you're like, I could do anything now, but most of you get drunk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Oh boy. All right. So listen, before we go any further, Camel Moon is in the chat. Camel Moon is an animator. And he made 3 Space Ghost Coast to Coast episodes that were making fun of us. Kind of took the piss out of. Well, they were loving. I think they were loving tributes. He decided he's not going to do that anymore, so he started a new cartoon series, and his first one is up. And I think we should watch it. Have you seen it yet, Cecil?
No. I saw he took the other ones down. I was pissed. I never copied them.
All right, this is called Hail Salad, the Comicsgate animated series.
Hey, do you know that you passed 300,000?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no big deal. We just breezed by it.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I called this the 300,000 stream because we were like $3,000 away from it, so I knew it was going to happen. All right, so here's Hail Salad, the Comicsgate animated series. Whoa. Shard attack. Oh boy.
All right, hey everyone.
That's me.
11:35 p.m. at night.
Happy to be with you. I am Ethan Van Skyber. How are you tonight, John?
How many people?
God damn it, Cecil. Are you trying to talk over me every time I say something?
Stop yelling at me, John.
Now he thinks he's cool.
Yeah, allegedly.
Cecil, you sound like shit.
Woke up today. The first night I didn't fever, so I'm like, all right, I think it's done.
Did you have Saturday night fever?
I think sometimes I have jungle fever.
My time was Saturday night fever, breaking to Electric Boogaloo, and the way we were.
The way we were? What the fuck are you talking about?
Shattered pictures, the miles we gave to one another, or the way we were. Still
No
got the
male
hand.
child on earth, well, not, but few, 10% tops of male children born in 1974 who are into Barbra Streisand the way we were. Why can't you idiots do what I do, which is love everyone?
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. Women have come a long way. But you know what? Men who have decided they're women deserve the right to be able to try to compete on equal footing as women in women's sports.
It's a great time to be a man.
Where does it say that men cannot compete in women's hockey or women's basketball or women's rugby?
You know, there's too many women in women's sports.
It doesn't say it anywhere. And if it does, it's bigoted.
Well, sing a song.
We will remember whenever we remember. Dead people.
I don't remember where you are.
Tell me, would we?
Why is this song in your head? Did you watch this movie recently?
No, I had to sing that in my gay choir when I was a kid.
The Mormons made you sing?
No. School, even worse than that. Second grade, third graders, we had choir. And my parents would get really angry because the choir teacher was making us sing these kind of sexual songs.
He's also doing the jerk off sign with his hands.
Fuck that guy. I'm saying this to you, though, Cecil. He did a lot of great things, but he also filmed women shitting against their will.
You're like, oh, this guy's so smart. And then you're like, oh, no, he's not.
We could all be filming women pooping right now. Why aren't we?
No, Daddy, please don't.
Don't call me daddy, please.
Daddy, no.
That'll be good. I will watch that.
No, I don't know what you're looking at.
The West needs more children. Have kids, everyone.
Yeah, you got to be careful. We stocked up today to prepare ourselves for the Wu flu.
You can't catch coronavirus if you never wash your hands.
Guys, come on. You think I don't have a plan?
John, I'm sick. I have the coronavirus.
You don't have the coronavirus. And don't mock people who do. There are people who are literally shitting blood right now, and you're not.
You don't need to have the coronavirus to shit blood. Dynamite.
Oh shit, you're right.
Are you scared? You're going to hell, and Jesus doesn't love you.
But don't say that. You don't know how Jesus feels about anything.
I know how he feels about me. I'm 100% sure that's his imaginary friend that's been raping him since he was 4.
What? You're 100% sure?
Yeah. Jesus came to me one night. He taught me this song that no one else knows.
I'll be back.
Jesus, yes, I know. Oh, yeah, boo, shakalaka, bang, bang. Bang. Oh, shit.
He was holding that in him the entire time.
How am I able to do it?
The way we were. I didn't get it. What the hell was that?
Wow. So much to take in.
I'm crying.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a dude.
That was beautiful, Camel Moon. Everyone, Camel Moon is back doing his own content that is not, he's not going to get in trouble for it. It's not copyrighted. That's his own stuff. I have tears in my eyes. Cecil, I forgot how funny it was when you were laughing at. What were you laughing at? It was something that wasn't funny.
Right. Was it Gail Simone's video?
Yes. Was it?
Yeah.
Were they telling jokes and you were laughing? Oh,
Yeah,
God, that
it was
was
a cute little joke.
funny.
No.
No, that's not what it was. What the hell was it?
I think it was Gail.
Oh God, that was great. What do you think of that, Zach?
The animation?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really funny.
So there you go. You took the spirit of Space Ghost and you made something new. I gotta say, I'm not sure that I'm crazy about the design used for me.
I like your shoes.
Yeah, I don't know if I like the patent leather oyster shine
The wraparound,
strap up
the Hercules
stilettos. They're kind of gay. I mean, kind of gay.
I'm trying a new bourbon, by the way.
All right, cheers, Cecil.
This is from oh wow, is that the same bottle I bought you? You went out and got another one.
Nope, same bottle.
How is that possible?
I don't drink like you do. You drink like a fucking maniac. I don't drink like you. You go through 2 of these in a single day. You drink, Cecil, you drink rye like fat women drink Mountain Dew. Straight out of 2-liter bottles. Just shameful. I drink like this. I drink like a gentleman. Neat.
I just pour a little bit.
You got ice in yours. I ran out of ice. I had an R2D2 ice cube, but it melted. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salute.
On it. Zach, you should have more booze in your house.
Yeah, I'm regretting it now.
I wish I could.
Zach's like, I wish I could drink my way out of this live stream. Zach, you can't. You're stuck with us.
Until his internet breaks up.
Yeah. So, oh no, my internet's broken. Oh no, I have dinner waiting on the stove.
Not even joking. I bought fish sticks and macaroni and cheese today. Or no, I bought them 2 days ago when I went to go get toilet paper and there was no toilet paper.
That's a serious problem. I don't believe that people. I don't believe that people are doing that. So I went on Amazon.com and I was like, I'm going to order some paper towels. Sold out.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with people? Why paper towels? How much wiping do you need to do?
There's no more toilet paper, so I was able to find tissues and napkins at an Office Depot. That was my Galaxy Brain idea. They got a little bit of stuff like that at Office Depots, but
I should have stole it from the hotel. I got a fucking pile. I got 12 rolls and I live by myself.
Where's John Malin? Can we get John Malin in here? I didn't invite John, and that's stupid of me. Why didn't I invite John? I'm already drunk.
Was the animation based on chopping up one conversation, or was that a bunch of different?
Well, it's a bunch of different things that he strung together to kind of make sense, but they were all from different things. Cecil was laughing at. I swear to God, no! I know what you're laughing at. Mike's "Bless This Mess" strips.
Boy.
We were reading Mike's "Bless This Mess" cartoon strips, and Cecil went, "Do the laugh that you did. That was hilarious."
I was kind of doing the De Niro in Cape Fear.
Cape Fear. That shit was funny. So that was completely unrelated, but Camel Moon is very gifted, and he goes through the entirety. I don't know how he does it, of our 6-hour live streams, and he cuts up the parts that he thinks are funny, and then sticks them together in a way that seems to make sense, but it doesn't. I mean, none of that made any sense. I don't know. Was that supposed to be Doug TenNapel? Was that Smugless?
That's Smugless, yeah. The foot bat.
Why is he a foot bat?
I don't know. These are the mysteries.
Creative choices by Camel Moon. Some things that I would argue with. All right, John Malin, if you're watching, I'm sending you the link. Please come in here, pal.
I like it. It made sense to me.
It made sense to you?
By the way, did you see, there was a Mike Miller Bless This Mess cartoon that was on Twitter today. Is that real?
Or about the coronavirus?
Is that real, or was that somebody goofing on it?
I think that was
I think
real.
it was real. I've actually been reading them for fun.
Are they good?
If you remember I don't know if 80s was a heyday, but it was the last time I read comic strips. There would be like the real popular one, and then there would be like 2 or 3 that were trying to get that audience.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like the Far Side, and then there was this other one that was kind of like the Far Side, and then the Far Side stopped. It actually reminded me of those days. Like I didn't think they were bad. It's the classic. I mean, it's like an old thing that I used to do when I was a kid, but it reminded me of those days. So when I saw a new one, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna read it.
Okay, well, I agree with you.
I think it was real. But it was a different aspect ratio. The other ones were like the 3-panel strips, and this was like a square.
Right.
Well, I mean, the thing about it is that this one was made recently, whereas the other, because it's talking about the coronavirus. I'll show it to you guys. Whereas the other ones were made, 2 or 3 years ago and published only in Scandinavia.
I thought it was longer. I thought it was like 7 years ago for somewhere in Scandinavia.
Yeah, that could be true. I got a couple things here to show you. Let's see what you think of this. Let me hit you with this, Zach, and see how this floats your boat. Okay, this is by the way, this is the cover for. Yeah, it's Oddity. It's the Oddity Jam cover, colored by Kyle Ritter, drawn by me and drawn by Sean Sweens. So all finished up. Look at those colors, man.
Yeah, that kind of like a painterly thing, like it was drawn with actual materials down there at the bottom left. He's been doing that more, and it looks really good. He did that a lot on the Jay Lee cover.
Yeah. Well, he wanted to color like Jay Lee was used to being colored, and that was that was a challenge for him, but he figured it out pretty quickly, and he's just getting better and better. But those of you who, if you're seeing this for the first time, go back Oddity. This cover is still available. If you want to, if you're a CYBERFROG collector, this is a CYBERFROG thing that's out there that you should back. And if you're somebody who thinks who's looking at Comicsgate campaigns, this campaign Oddity looks really, really cool, and you should definitely support it. So back this campaign. All right, so here's Mike S. Miller's strip. It was on Reddit. Is he posting cartoons on Reddit now? God damn it! I would hate myself. All right, Daddy. Cecil, what do you want to do? Do you want to do the boy or Mike?
I'll do Mike.
Okay. And then Zach, will you do Mike's wife? I mean, will you read Mike's wife?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think this is evilly. Daddy, it isn't?
No, I mean I can't see it.
Wow, how can you not see it?
Because I'm blind. Get rid of us. Mo, can't you make?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I couldn't read it either. I can.
Now you can, or Cecil, can you read it now? I'll make it even bigger and then scroll down.
There we go. Now I can read it.
Okay. Daddy, we have to take the coronavirus seriously.
Yeah.
Really? I've been reading on Reddit that it's going to grow exponentially and everyone's going to get it.
Relax, Elijah. It's a tiny percentage of the population that's going to be affected. And if it just keeps our heads and stay healthy and aware, we'll be just fine.
But Reddit.
Ignore Reddit. Half those people are conspiracy nuts, convinced this is the plot by globalists to take over the world.
So there's nothing to worry about?
Not nothing, but don't get paranoid about it.
Help me get the rest of the groceries out of the car before the neighbors see the toilet paper.
It's a good read, Zach.
She should have been more panicked.
Help me get the rest of the groceries out. Like that, I think would be like. But you know what, Cecil, you didn't do that good either because you didn't sound like Mike.
I was struggling to read it.
Actually, is this real? Because the art style is different.
I mean, Mike's
this is not Bill Waterston's style.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe he heard those complaints and is kind of moving it away. It was a total rip of Calvin and Hobbes style.
What is this?
What was that other one where it was like a family with a sheepdog?
Yeah.
What was that? For Better or Worse? Was that what it was called?
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. That kind of horse shit.
That's kind of horseshit. I like how tiny Mike looks here. Mike looks like
he's standing up too.
he's standing up there. His wife comes in. His son towers over. Sorry. All right. I'm gonna read the whole thing, Cecil, since you fucked it up, and Zach didn't even try. And it's disappointing when Zach.
I was
didn't
actually
even try.
honestly, I got distracted because I didn't understand why the toilet paper was not brought in first.
That's
Yeah,
true.
why wouldn't you bring it? Like that's what you're preserving, right?
Yeah.
Why
All right, let's try again. And this time, Zach, I want you to be Elliot, and I'm going to be Mike's wife.
Do I got to do all the reading?
Or Elijah. Yeah, you got to do all
Can
the
I
reading.
be Mike?
Can you imitate Mike?
No, but he's got less words. No,
Neither
I guess
can
he has a
Cecil.
lot. No, actually, oh, geez, he has a lot. Jeez.
He does. So it's a toss-up. But you lost the role.
Wait,
of
why are
Mike's
we
wife.
doing the whole bit again?
Because you didn't do it right, and neither did Cecil, and these people deserve a good performance.
It's not going to get better the second time, I guarantee.
It is.
The short answer is because Ethan likes pulling wings off flies. That's why we're doing it again.
All right, seriously. Okay, Zach, you are Elijah, and Cecil, you are Mike.
I think I realized the difference. I think this one was done all digitally, and it's also got a different lettering style. And I think the other one was done traditionally.
Oh, okay. That's probably true.
I'm telling you, I read all of these.
Yeah, I read them too. I mean, I read them with Cecil. He thought they were very funny.
Yeah.
All right. Go, Zach.
Am I the kid or the dad?
You're the kid.
Daddy, we have to take the coronavirus seriously.
Yeah.
Really, I've been reading on Reddit that it's going to grow exponentially and everyone is going to get it.
Relax, Elijah. It's a tiny percentage of the population that's going to be affected. And if we just keep our heads and stay healthy and aware, we'll be just fine.
But Reddit.
Ignore Reddit. Half those people are conspiracy nuts, convinced this is a plot by globalists to take over the world.
Jesus Christ. This is a guy who believes that fucking Triceratops still existed in China.
That's why I thought this was a joke, because
400 years ago. How dare Mike talk to his child like that?
That's why I thought Mike would be the first one to say this is a conspiracy from globalists to take over the world. That's why I thought this was a joke.
Yeah, where was this found at? This might not be,
because
there's too many things that are different in this.
Mike's buying Bitcoin because he thinks it's to fucking fight the globalists. Like, he's fucking all in on this. For him to be casually sipping tea and being like, he's a conspiracy nut.
He is the definition of a conspiracy nut.
I think we have fallen for a counterfeit bless this mess.
I'm so pissed off right now. Help me get the rest of the groceries out of the car before the neighbors see the toilet paper. I had to get
I think
myself on
you
the
put
right
emphasis on neighbors, and I think you're supposed to put it on toilet paper.
Help me get the rest of the groceries out of the car before the neighbors see the toilet paper.
Yeah, that's pretty good, except for you're legitimately angry in real life, so it's kind of ruining the comedy.
No, it isn't. It isn't, Zach, because you have to get yourself in the right mood when you're acting. I mean, I'm a method actor.
She's not angry though; she's frantic. You're angry.
I feel like I've. Okay. Help me get the rest of the groceries out of the car before the neighbors see the toilet paper.
There we go. Boom.
Yeah, good.
Print.
Okay.
It's a wrap.
Thank you. All right. So, I mean, look, this is the thing. Voice
One
acting.
more time.
You want one more time just for safety? Just to be sure?
Let's nail it down.
No,
Voice acting is a real thing.
Zach's internet's about to go up.
Somebody's like, Zach's gonna leave. I'm like, It's like the whole thing about having Zach here is you got to like keep him here because he will leave if you fuck around. What are we gonna do, guys? We're supposed to get together pretty soon. Are we still getting together, or are we saying fuck it, or what's up? Because
I heard it's going to be complete. They're going to do an entire lockdown for 2 weeks in the United States.
I mean,
okay, I didn't hear that.
I heard it on Mike's conspiracy thread on Reddit.
Okay.
well, I hope it's not true. I mean, I would like to see you guys.
Is this thing on?
No, it's on. It's on. We're all stunned by this. This is like real news. It's like we all just heard JFK got shot, and we're like, "Is this real?"
The guy, I forget the name of the doctor. That's Trump's point man, said that he's recommending a total shutdown of the entire country for 2 weeks.
Oh no.
Has the death count even gone up in like the last 4 days?
Stop asking stupid questions.
It could go up. Zach, it's our job as comic book creators to do what we can to entertain the dumb masses so that we control the loss of life.
Fauci, that's his name. Finn Frog in the chat.
Fauci?
Dr. Fauci.
I thought Fauci. I actually saw that name. I thought he was the president of Italy.
Let me refresh this here. CyberFrog Wreck Planet. Wow, 308,000. Jesus Christ, what is going on?
When I was a kid, I thought Chef Boyardee was the president of Italy.
There's no way that you thought Chef Boyardee was the president, Cecil. You can see him on the can. There's no way he's barely even like he couldn't be anything but an Italian stereotype of a chef. You know what I mean?
We should do a cartoon about Chef Boyardee and Mario and Luigi.
CyberFrog 2 Wreck Planet, $308,590. We've got CyberFrog Unforgettable Tales, which did pretty good as it's closing out here. $113,643 with 20 hours left. Mike was making fun of this campaign too. He's like, I can't remember what Mike said. I want to win just because Mike says that I'm not going to win. I don't know why that is. I'm going to stop that. I mean, it works. I keep winning, but Vengeance of Vampirella featuring CyberFrog number 1, $10,738. Make sure that you back this campaign and get this beautiful rest in peace, my giant friend. You will be missed. A lot of people love Salamandroid, and John Malin spoiled that he dies in Wreck Planet.
No, he doesn't.
And a lot of people are pissed. A lot of people are pissed. So,
Wait, I think you're giving me a fake out because you showed a picture before of CyberFrog with a goddamn stinger through his back.
That didn't mean anything. But this is for real, though. I mean, poor, rest in peace, old giant. Rest in peace, old friend.
The head fake. CyberFrog dying again.
We'll see how it goes. We will see. But this is a chance to say goodbye. It's a chance to say goodbye to Salamandroid. The Expendables Go to Hell, graphic novel. Sylvester Stallone wrote this. Zach, have you gotten a chance to say hi to Sylvester Stallone yet or anything?
No, it's all been Chuck. They've known each other for 10 years, so they worked out the story, and then mainly Chuck, and then also I did the final script.
It'd be great if you got to talk to that guy.
Yeah, I'd be pretty nervous. So
I would be too. I don't know what I would ask him. I guess I'd want to know what it was like to be a young man and make Rocky, because I mean that the Rocky story, the idea of just being a young auteur, and Sylvester Stallone isn't somebody who I think the elites in Hollywood would find particularly impressive, especially back in the 1970s. And this guy goes out, he makes his boxing movie, he makes his fighter pugilist flick, and it wins an Oscar. I mean, it's great, and it's a classic, and it launches his career, and it gives us Rambo.
I gotta tell you, hell has got to be wanting to drink, and your buddies are drunk, and I can't get alcohol.
What, you have zero alcohol?
Zero. I'm about to go to the freaking corner store and see if they've got some trash wine, but
good luck finding hand sanitizer, which is a good go-to when I'm out of whiskey.
The alcohol content in hand sanitizer.
Kitty Dukakis, I think, did that.
Oh shit!
I'm too young to remember who that is, though.
Of course, yeah.
I would
too young to remember Patty Hearst.
Ask Stallone. I would only talk about his bombs. Like I'd be like, "What was it like when you did Stop or My Mom Would Shoot?" You know what I mean? Just one after another. Just start. What was Rhinestone like when you did that with Dolly Parton?
What was it like? It was like driving a railroad spike through my eye socket. That's what it was like. Yeah, I always see that. Like Gail Simone's channel is called "What's It Like?" I mean, it's
what's it like to have a railroad spike shoved through your eyeball?
What's it? Well, no,
no. Can you do the voice? Hi, everyone.
Hi, Hi everyone, it's Gail Simone. I can't do it. Let's watch her new video. She's got a new one up right now.
No, she doesn't.
That's what people told me.
Fourth or a third?
Please, I'm her biggest fan at this point.
If it's a fourth, everyone is. Yeah, I think you're talking about the third one.
Well, I haven't seen a third one.
Yeah, we did. We watched it.
How did you say that we watched it? We didn't watch it. I didn't watch it with you.
No, we watched it on the Jack show. You weren't there at the Jack show this week. Sorry.
Wait a second. Massive game unbox. Hold on a second. There are only 3, and I did see all 3 of these. Her massive game unboxing. Everything she does is massive.
Here's the worst thing. I watched the video. It's excruciating. All she does is open boxes and just guess and say nice art.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. She asked people to send her shit, and so they did. And then she kind of said, "Oh, look, this is something," and then she put it aside. There are no reviews. Look, don't ask people to send you games that they made for review unless you're actually going to do it. Like, that stuff ended up in the garbage, I promise you.
The thing is, I got this. I had one guy, and he was basically saying, he's like, "Hey, this guy, he wants to talk to Ethan, but he's scared, so," and I'm not kidding. This guy said this, and it was the saddest thing I ever heard. He goes, he's really trying to get Heather Ontos to retweet about his book. Like, that was the guy's entire plan.
Heather Ontos. Hey, John Malin, how are you?
Great. Yeah. Hi, everyone.
Crowdfunding.
Zach just told us that you're trying to get Heather to retweet your book. Is that?
No.
Heather Antos? Yeah, that's a big master plan. One retweet from her, man. I'm golden.
It was the guy's entire plan for his book.
Wow.
And so you can imagine these, they're doing this on their kitchen table, and they pay for the art, and they're like, "Oh boy, here comes Gail Simone," and she literally does that mom thing where you like tap something when you're pretending to be interested in it. Oh, flips it over. Oh, it has a drawing. I've heard of drawings. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Super fun.
Super. That's what she kept saying. Oh my God, super fun. Can't wait for a rainy day.
Why do people have to make videos about things they're clearly bored of? Don't do it. Like, you can't.
I actually made an analogy right now. It's like we're seeing fish dealing with a pond that's drying up.
Oh wow!
And they're watching the amphibians, and they're going, "Ah, I could just flop around some more. Yeah, I could do that." But no, it's just flopping.
I like that because CYBERFROG's an amphibian, and if the rivers dried up, it wouldn't matter. He would just walk away because he's a frog.
Just imagine some carp on its side trying to just flop to like a little tiny puddle 20 feet away.
I do that all the time.
That's Gail.
Is that Gail Simone?
Yeah, that's Gail.
Wow, 309,000.
So that's the phrase. Whenever you see someone from the old, dying direct market trying to get into our realm, you call that side carping.
Side carping.
Yeah, Gail's side carping again.
Flop it around and just hoping somebody will rescue them and put them in some water.
$55 away from 310.
Yeah, but
What?
Cecil.
It's 304. Like, oh god.
Yeah, we're almost at
John's
310.
got a picture of whiskey in his thing. This is appreciating.
Yeah, that makes up for my lack of
Line.
drinking.
I always picture Texas as like you can buy a fucking gun and a bottle of whiskey at every store.
No, it's no liquor on Sundays. They close at I think 9 p.m. and then they're probably closing earlier these days.
Why did you go to a bar and just, ask the bartender to sell you a bottle?
That's highly illegal.
So is drugs, but people buy that all the time too.
I'm SOL.
It's true. By the way, Sebastian Anand says, no worries. EVS will bring back Salamandroid as a non-binary metrosexual snake who is organically challenged because robots are problematic. Thank you. Yeah, that's a good idea. I want to be inclusive. I don't have any metrosexual snakes in CyberFrog yet. Why am I leaving them out? What's my problem? It's true. All right. Let me read some super chats from the last stream. And this is the thing. Like, I fucked up so bad. Like, I left.
Wait, I didn't sign up for that.
I know, Cecil. But I left the stream early, and people said, "Are you going to read the super chats that you neglected to read?" And I'll pound through them, but I mean, they need to get read. Daxamite says 200K during a pandemic. Congrats, EVS. Now that's a real thing, guys. A lot of people aren't giving me credit for raising 200K while everybody's dying all around me.
Yeah.
Well, look at all the inheritance money that's going to be coming people's way.
Oh, I like that idea
The
too.
old folks are.
Screwed.
A lot of people are going to have a lot of money that they inherited from their. Yeah, it's
All the brothers and sisters are now, you got the rich dad. Everybody's circling like sharks. How's dad? Any cough going on there?
I love this.
Dad, let me take you to the mall.
Let's go in the ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese. Is that on your bucket list?
Donuts One says, how many pages in the Salamander comic? 32, 20 pages of story, 12 pages of pinup art about Cyberfrog's villains. Yeah. It's remember Marvel Universe? I used to love those Marvel Universes.
Oh yeah.
I thought you meant like swimsuit edition.
No,
it's like I love that stuff because and DC did Who's Who because I wanted to know
Who's Who wasn't good.
Remember Marvel Universe's Book of the Dead, and it was like all the characters that died, and when they died,
I gotta say though, you gotta say Ohatmu, official handbook of the Marvel Universe. That's what's known by.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Okay. Ohatmu.
I hate sober Zach.
I do too. Trust me, this is awful.
David
they
Bowser.
sell wine at like 7-Elevens, right?
No.
Yeah, they do. You could buy some. Yeah.
Where?
But
You
it's
can buy
Sunday.
wine at 7-Eleven. Can you? Yeah, you can. Beer. You can get beer at 7-Eleven.
I can't drink beer.
Why
So you
not?
can probably get wine. You can get cheap wine.
Why can't you buy beer?
I mean, I can physically buy it, but I'm not gonna drink a beer.
So get a.
He meant he can't be bothered. Can't be bothered.
That was a good translation, actually.
Get some of those white claw things with the fruity.
Zach needs a P.O. box so people can send him things like shoes and wine.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that would be the thing to do. David Bowser says, I added the Heather sketch to the IDES perk. Is that actually in the IDES variant or the rect cover? I don't know. I also got the hardcover box with the honeycomb box with the South sketch. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, whatever. The Heather sketch is going to attach itself to one of the books, probably the Ides of March book, and I'll draw the Heather sketch in there.
There's a rumor that I just started that Heather in the book was actually named after crowdfunding specialist Heather Ontos. Any truth to that? And that she helped with this character?
Yes. Yes, inspired completely. But, I don't think Heather Antos has ever had a comic book character based on her before. I really thought it was about time that she got one. So that's
she was giving an online course, wasn't she, on crowdfunding?
She was teaching everyone how to crowdfund for $400.
I think it was $500 actually.
$500 to crowdfund with Heather Antos.
I want to start a rumor.
Now I know where $500 of Critias's money went.
What's your rumor, John?
All right, here's my rumor because I know it's going to come out anyway, so I'm going to put it out there first and trump everyone. Here's the rumor. I heard through the grapevine from some people, they've said in an anonymous secret group on Facebook, they said that Ethan Van Sciver is putting his own money into this campaign to boost the numbers.
Oh yeah, I saw a couple of people said like how much money of Ethan's is actually going into the campaign to boost the numbers.
They said it'd only be at $20,000 if you weren't buying this up.
Yeah, it's a good theory. It's
No,
a very
it's a rumor. It's a rumor.
Oh, it's a rumor.
That was the Captain Marvel rumor.
Yeah, it's true.
Whoa.
Well, I've been caught. What am I going to do? Deny it, John? Am I going to sit there? I mean, deny till you die?
Who was buying it for you? Because you were on air.
Me.
With a camera.
Andrea.
Oh, Andrea's doing it?
That's what she's been doing upstairs. That's why she wasn't there to get you your sandwich.
She's busy buying.
Fucking busted.
Yeah.
Spending all our money. just to make me look cool. That's what's so petty about this. Is I did this just to look cool. You know, what a petty, imagine what a little narcissistic man I am to do that.
Yeah.
Little malignant narcissist buying up my own book just to own 14 retards on Twitter. It's terrible. Well, it was worth it. It was all worth it. What are you going to do? All right. Yep. Busted. Consider on. Well, I just confirmed it. So it's no longer a rumor. It's a fact. And everybody should be aware of that. Thor Odinson says, ever dollar spent on Wreck Planet prevents a comic pro like Mark Waid or Mags from leading the way in this pandemic and saving people failed by Orange Man.
I'm glad that you and Zach are here. I was hoping that each of you would grab a hold of that olive branch that Mags extended, and that you guys could get to work on fighting the coronavirus together and put aside petty differences. I hope both of you be willing to make that pledge here and now.
Yeah, I'm willing. I'm willing to do it. Liam Gray says, good morning, Comicsgate. Congrats, EVS. Thanks, Liam. It's morning to you because you're in Australia, the other side of the planet. Yetna P says, are you reading Super Shats? Micah wears sleeveless suit. Jeremy says, where are my tater tots? K. Brady says, tomorrow's Bleeding Cool headline. Van Sciver takes advantage of pandemic to sell over 300,000 K in comics. I hope that is the headline. Eddie Winkler says, EVS, congrats again. Set that high bar because I'm going to reach for it when my book launches. Can't wait to share more stuff with you. I wish all of you on the panel a great day. Love you all. Thor Odinson says, yeah, you knocked the Gloves Trump book off the top 25. Oh, nice. Level 4 says, might be time to break out the top hat and monocle. Rhino says, Weather's battle damage campaign is a steal. Buy it. Joshua says, hi, EVS. Love CYBERFROG backer number 21. Honeycomb. That's great. SMB Curry Powder says, in the midst of pandemic and market crash, no less. Brian says, what are you doing on World Frog Day, March 20th, 2020? I didn't know it was World Frog Day on March 20th. Celebrating. Matt Svalar says, congrats, Ethan. Absolutely tremendous and well-deserved. Thank you, Matt. Ridge Goblin says, howdy, Ethan. Just back Wreck Planet. Congratulations on your overwhelming success. Beware the Ides of March. We defied the Ides of March. I'm still alive, and it's almost midnight. Heretic says, this campaign is flowing smoothly. Heavy flow. All right, that's enough of that. Cecil of Christmas Past says, enjoy this now, Ethan. Bless this mess is due for a jump that you may have made $250,000 now, but bless this mess will load to victory within the coming century. Backload. Charlie's London says, EVS, will you open stream to fans? Ultimate Comicsgate Party? Not this time. Just a Kid from Brooklyn says, EVS, grab the Honeycomb box, Ides variant, and a second Psalm Android book. Got to keep my complete frog collection complete. Best of luck. Thank you. Danny Rendon says, are you going to have Lady Alchemy on soon? I heard she had to start her comic over due to her artist being shady. Yeah, I heard all kinds of weird stuff about that. Martina's always welcome on. Big Ben Henderson says, how mad do you think the SJWs are right now? I think they're more sad than mad. Xavier G says, just joined as well as backed Wrecked. Congrats, EVS. Unglued Art says, can't wait to get into CYBERFROG's sweet box. Darth Jetty says, smoking a cigar in celebration of your success. Bike and Madness shows a picture of a hot dog. Geek Chorus at Comicsgate Con 2021 says, Apex Comics. That'd be great to have him perform. Scipio says, different direction, but can you imagine getting Dennis Leary to sing Sinatra tunes as CYBERFROG? That'd be fun. Dirtworm Doug had a 90K head start and still couldn't hit 6 figures first. But remember, according to the Anti's, Comicsgate is dead. Hose be mad tonight, says Thor Odinson. Software X says, is my YouTube super insular, or is Coach Red Pill trying to start beef with you? Trying to smack talk you because you, check notes, gave a waitress a good tip. LOL. I have no idea what you're talking about. Super Divorce says, congrats, celebrate with the Mike eating chips video. And we did do that. I think we're done. I think we caught. All right, good. Thank you guys for letting me do that. Got that off my chest. I was worried about it.
Yeah, I looked it up while you're reading that too. What is it? The 7 stages of guilt, of grief, is their SJWs are in step 4 right now. That's depression, reflection, and loneliness.
Wow.
Yeah.
When is bargaining? Because I think that's what they were trying to do with
bargaining is right before that. That's anger. That's step 3, anger and bargaining. And after the bargaining fails, then it's depression, reflection, meaning, change, and loneliness. And should they change, then the next step is the upward turn, followed by reconstruction and working through, followed by acceptance and hope. So we hope they will, reflect.
Which step is side carping?
It's like a 4.5.
It's kind of bargaining, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's horrendous. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Zach and I both got the same messages from. I think we both got Did she write the exact same thing to you, Mags Visaggio, as she did me?
I don't know.
All right, you don't want to say. Mags wrote a thing that basically told me that people were going to die unless I made people happy on my show. Good news. All I do is make people happy on my show.
Yeah.
So I feel like I am saving lives now. Before I didn't realize I was saving lives. I thought I was just, entertaining bored people.
Yeah. SJWs use hyperbole as manipulation tactics.
That is so true.
Let's save some lives, Ethan. Put all this stuff together. And will you promote my book, please?
Mags never asked me to promote Mags's book.
That's step 2.
Oh yeah, you're only on the probe phase right now. That was a probe to see if apologies were at all necessary. And right now they're under the impression that an apology is necessary. So at some point they will come with the apology, and then they will see if you fold or bend a little bit for them.
Well, I don't know, because Jamal Igle was like, "Did I tell you you would be talking to a brick wall?" I mean, it's like, Jamal. So basically, thank you, Jamal, for doing that, because at first, I gotta say, I was fooled, and I kind of thought, well, this is just Mags doing this. This is
just nice
Mags.
Person. Someone being a nice person, trying to be.
It was Jamal Igle and several others putting Mags up to this.
Yeah, conspiracy.
I hate these people. I really do. I don't like you, Kwanzaa. I don't give a fuck what you do or say. I don't care. Your books are worthless, and you're a worthless human being.
Yeah, get broke and go hang out in the mall.
Go fuck yourself. Jump in a river. I don't give a shit what you have to say, Jamal.
I feel like there's a lot of mixed messages. You're in the river. You're in the mall.
He said the mall. I said the river.
I still don't understand the mall one.
Large groups of people. Groups of people. Yeah.
Go jump in a lake. Go piss up a rope.
Piss up a rope. Why would you piss up a rope? Because it's just going to come down on you again, right? I mean, why do you piss up a rope?
I don't know.
Yeah, but if you're in 0G, that's probably just a mild suggestion.
Yeah, it doesn't
you can tell
really
someone in
matter.
a space program to piss up a rope, and they'll be fine with it.
I would say, Jamal Igle, you smug, arrogant penis licker. I'm not interested in anything that you have to say either, or anything that you draw. You are a street level comic book artist.
Can you read that tweet to Mags as Jamal Igle? It's been a long time.
What?
We heard the Jamal voice.
I can't do
the voice.
No, I never did that. That was Zach.
I was asking Zach to do it.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were asking Ethan as well.
No, I said, can you read the tweet in Jamal's voice? It's been a while.
Once I stopped doing voices, I forgot how to do them. Like I used to do the America Chavez voice. I tried like 4 times. I can't do it.
Zach is not doing this. Zach is not participating anymore.
Jamal Igle was like this. Did I not tell you you'd be talking to a brick?
No, that would be more like a Quan. I don't know if I've ever done Jamal's voice ever.
More high pitched. He was. Did I not tell you?
No. Jamal sucks his teeth a lot and talks like in a kind of "I told you so" kind of way, in a kind of "I'm telling on you" to the teacher kind of way.
Hey, speaking of teacher,
yes,
Gail Simone's comic book school. Have you heard about it?
Is that true? Is that real?
So there's been some serious side carping for the last 3 days, and I peeked in on it. Honestly, I mainly just felt pity. There's this.
Stop with the fucking.
They're all sensing.
We're trying to kill you.
No, they're all sensing that there's something very different about this year. So you're seeing a lot of casting about, and so Gail Simone kind of side carped to YouTube and then stopped, and then she did this thing called comic book class, and I defy you to finish 1 day's worth.
Where it's on YouTube?
You go to no. Oh God, no. What do you think this is? 2017? No, this is 2008. Go to her Twitter and find. We'll just do @GailSimone and then #comicbookclass, and then you should find. We're on day 1, day 2, and day 3. And if you thought that talking to people like their children was like just a being nervous on YouTube thing, oh God, no.
Is it video?
But you will believe in yourself after reading this. It's excruciating. I guarantee nobody can make it through reading. It's like 30 tweets in a row, and that's the class.
Is it video like tweets, or is it just her writing?
No, you're
like Edwin used to make video tweets.
No. It's just type. The class is her typing it, saying "Hello, class," and then the next tweet is like,
"But now
take
we know
out a piece of paper."
It's worse because now I know what her voice is like.
Please, Ethan, please do this.
Do what, the Gail Simone 20
Yeah,
tweets?
on like day 2 of comic book class.
Oh my God. Okay, so it's on Twitter. I got to sign out because Gail has blocked me. Can you believe that?
Wait, are you going to sign into your other account that you back your Indiegogos from?
Yeah. I love that. How much of your own money is that? Do you understand I'm here to make money? I'm not here to fool you. I actually just want to make money. I'm not going to put my own money in there. It's stupid.
And he must spend all day putting comments up from each of those accounts in the fucking comment section.
It's like, what the hell, dude? All right, so hold on. I'm trying to find Gail's.
I know what fucking tweets are, people, but you can put up videos on Twitter. Everybody's fucking.
Well, she sidecarped and wasn't able to do it. So one of the things I've actually been watching some like different videos on like how I became a millionaire. And there's this one guy talking about, he's like, he tried Twitter, it didn't work. He tried Facebook, but then Instagram works. So what they do is they try other things, but Twitter is where you get to fake a persona. Mm-hmm. And when they leave Twitter, it all just evaporates.
Yes.
So then they go back.
Twitter, when I never heard Gail's voice before I saw those videos, and I was appalled because now I read all her tweets as if she's talking to you like you're a baby.
Yeah.
And
you haven't been spoken to, like, please.
It was like when we heard Ren's voice, all of a sudden Ren just lost all her power. She's like, "Oh yeah, those
actually, I kind of want to read these. Do you want to switch? I want to read this one, Ethan.
I would just say, "Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike."
Go ahead, read it. Oh, she's ringing a bell. Oh, great.
So she's very excited about it.
It looks like a penis. Thank you.
Go ahead, Zach.
Actually, I was trying to remember how condescending she was. It was real slow, too. It's like, okay, students, welcome to Comic School campus, and class is in session.
Ding, ding.
No, Rocket Spouse. Today is day 1 of 5, Orientation Day.
#Comic School.
She decorated the marble notebook.
Oh, Gail, aren't you a delight? This is your like black marble notebook, and you put comic book stickers. This is me, Deadpool. This is you and Ninja getting your head cut off. All right, here we go.
For today's class, oh God, I can't take it anymore. No, it's like 40 of these in a row. Her average fan is probably.
And Ethan,
I'll do it. I'll read.
39 years old. Would you say her average Twitter follower? 39 years old.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ethan. Yeah, I tapped out real early.
For today's class, it would be.
Did he freeze?
Yeah.
That's classic right there. That's awesome. For today's, oh God, I can't remember how to do the voice anymore.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's so condescending. I never realized how condescending her voice is. You have to
okay, I'm going to do it. For today's class, it would be helpful for you to have the following equipment: a pen or pencil, a notebook or notepad, a small box or container. It would also be great. Yeah, everyone's just quitting on this one. We're literally breaking the internet right now. It would also be great if you had your cell phone. We won't be calling.
And
that was your Ed McMahon say, "Oh, you are such a delight."
Oh my goodness, you're so funny. You're funny.
An 8-sided die, but the last 2 are not necessary.
Rocket Spouse put that last one in there. Rocket Spouse, no.
If you miss a session, don't worry. You can. Oh shit. Ugh. I need someone to take this one. I can do it.
It's like a therapist.
If you miss a session, don't worry. You can catch up online, but please don't skip ahead. Try to do a session and the exercise included. Wait a bit, then catch up if necessary. Okay. First, the goal here is not to help you make a perfect story. It is also not to help you get published. Not at this stage.
Because we ain't gonna do that.
What it is part lesson, part stimulator of what writing comics is for most people working for a publisher. If you do the exercises, you may in fact learn some things that you didn't even realize at the time. So some stuff might sound a little bit theatrical or specific, but it all has a point, I promise. At the end of sessions 2 through 5, we will have a short Q&A for specific questions. This is insufferable.
You haven't even started. It gets so much worse.
Oh my God. And
it's just blather. It's just blather of, oh God.
I just hate when
there's a great part. If you can scroll down a little bit, it gets really speechless.
All of this is basically like, hey everyone, like we're trying to pump you up. Don't worry, you can't mess this up. This is the only person grading you is you. These are grown-ups. These are fucking grown-ups. These are not children. God damn it. Oh my fucking God. Can you imagine some big fat former hairdresser who conned her way into the comic book industry with this whole women in refrigerators scam?
Zach, this should have been the fucking plot of Expendables Go to Hell.
This is hell.
They get there and they're fucking chained to desks. And fucking
you don't know the gold that's down farther. I think it's on this day. It might be on day 2, but I think it's on this day.
I'll scroll down.
But you're going too fast.
Oh, I am. Okay. Now, even Nick, it's intimidating. All right, hold on. One project, one idea, one executed story. That's our goal. So your thesis at the end is going to be something manageable, something that can be accomplished. A 5-8-page story or complete story. Now, even that can sound intimidating, but I promise we're doing this in minnow-sized bits because you're retarded. She talks to everyone like they're retarded children. Minnows.
I thought you put that in there.
That was in there. And at the end, she talks to everyone like they're just little Down syndrome children. And she's so smart, but so kind, and I'm being kind to you, dummy.
I'm going in slow motion just for you.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, let me see. And at the end, you will have written a real complete comic script with a lot of help and suggestions from people who do this for a living. Sound good?
Doesn't that contradict the only person judging you is you?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so it looks like people are going to come in there and start saying, "Here's how you can improve." That's a judgment.
John, will you read from here? Can you read it?
Let me get my spectacles.
Oh, this is the gold right here.
Oh, you want to read it, Zach? Go ahead.
Oh,
yeah,
no, it's
no, you're better than me, Zach. Zach, you're better.
Okay, so
all my voices sound like me.
Step 1, pick up your cell phone if you have one. It's 2020. Everyone has a cell phone.
Well, that was a joke.
Turn it on. You're not ready for this. You are not ready for it. Turn it on. Go to camera mode. Switch it to selfie mode. What I am about to say is probably the most important thing we will cover. See that person in your camera screen?
No, don't.
Oh,
that is the person who is by miles the most likely to stop you from achieving your goals and dreams. That person is the person who will say you aren't good enough. You're too busy. You're not from the right background or education.
What?
Look at that smug bastard.
Oh.
Come on, we gotta keep going. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, no, you went to okay.
Yeah.
Talent is out there. Education can be acquired, but this person on screen may already be planning to hold you back.
Oh my God.
And we all have that person in our screen. I absolutely do. And I have run out of shelf space for the comics. Oh, God.
Fuck you.
I'm out.
I guarantee she stole that fucking line from some stupid weight loss seminar she went to, where they said, do me a favor, take out your phone.
No, but how does it end? It ends with a humble brag. She's trying to pump you up, and then she's like, I've run out of shelf space for the comics I've written.
Well, she does this all the time. She did this before. She goes, you're going to get some advice from people who have done real comics, who have written real comics for real publishers. So she's continually humble bragging and letting you know that she's the one who's going to teach you, because you are a little Down syndrome child. She's going to teach you, just pick up your phone and look at yourself in the phone. That's the person who's going to hold you back, but you don't have to let it. This is an outrage. It's a fucking outrage. Who is she? What is this? Turn your phone off. We all need to make that person our friend, our fan, and our supporter. This self-help bullshit. We'll work on it. But remember, it's not weird haters. It's not critics. It's not family who are our biggest hurdle. It's almost always us. Chicken soup for your vagina. What is wrong with this woman? What the hell is wrong with this woman?
How good is chicken soup?
Jesus Christ.
I think I'm ready to go back in.
Okay, go ahead. Go in.
That has no alcohol.
It's pretty good, by the way.
So let's make an agreement with that person that they will not, that they will shut the hell up for 5 days. Because I'll guarantee you, speaking as a former hairdresser who lived in the boonies and had never been to a con, they can't stop talking about conventions. That's the entire industry is conventions to them.
Yeah.
It can be done. It happens all the time. All right, I was just handed an announcement form from the campus nurse that there's a bit of a bug going around, and it's called I'm out. I'm out again. I'm out.
It's called
Cecil, you're in.
Syndrome. Go ahead, Cecil. You take it from here.
I think he might have gone to the bathroom. I think that's what it means.
John, you want to take it? Even in your voice.
Where are we at? The all right?
All right. Yeah, start over again.
All right. Well, all right. I was just handed an announcement from the campus nurse that there's a bit of a bug going around. Wait, didn't read this? And it's called imposter syndrome.
Oh,
Jesus.
Symptoms are waffling and a panicked feeling that you don't belong. What the?
Go with that feeling.
Whoa, she got a little, look at her. Screw that noise. If you want to make comics, you belong. Take 2 Astro Cities and call me. No.
Oh, I'm taking my headphones off. I can't take this shit.
Yeah, this is pretty terrible. Why are you putting us through this, Ethan?
I'm not. It's Zach's idea.
All right. Now, one more thing before we get started on this first exercise. Take out your pen and notebook if you have one. All right, class. I want you to think for a moment. When you think of the excuses, and I'm not judging, they may be entirely legitimate. For why you have not written a comic strip before, what are the top 3 reasons for you? Write them down on a sheet of paper, just 3.
Crumple it up and throw it over your shoulder.
Okay, I gotta interrupt. So this is a person, like a real person in the world, who probably, how many work assignments does she have going right now? 3?
I don't know. Too many.
You are in so much pain. I can hear it in your voice, Ethan.
I'm pissed off beyond belief. This is unbearable. This is a cartoon of who.
So imagine hiring this person. They're like, "Hey, Gail, how's the script coming in?" She's like, "Excuse me, my office hours are 3 to 6 on Tuesdays. I'm a professor now." Okay. The other thing I want to say is this is clearly written with no plan. She galaxy brained this idea. She says, "This is going to be delightful." There's no plan. It's just blather.
I just can't get past the freaking like Stuart Smalley instructor. Like, are you
100%
serious?
It's self-help fucking. Yeah, it's blather. That's all it is.
Feel good. Here's a warm hug from Gail Simone to you. Somebody who feels so much. Sometimes you doubt yourself. But look in the mirror, sunshine. I see the real you. Write down all the reasons why you are choosing not to succeed on a sheet of paper. Then crumple it up and shove it up your ass. Because that's...
you don't have to be as good as me.
Yeah, I mean, Gail is not... Oh, my God.
If you stacked up all my comics end to end, it'd be as long as a 6-foot sub.
Maybe she's trying to get a job at that Joe Kubert school.
Okay. I'm seeing a lot of self-punishment in the replies, which is to be expected. Folks, I promise, half of your reasons are things that have been instilled into you. They aren't necessarily true. I turned down comics offers because I thought I would suck at dialogue. More humble bragging. Turning down comic offers because she wanted to. Now it's my favorite part. Everyone thinks it's impossible until they try and find out it isn't.
Yeah, if you do like Domino, you just have 6 women with all the same voice. It's simple to write dialogue.
Dude, Domino was such an experience. I was literally reading a person who doesn't know what the lead character's superpowers are for 5 issues. And then the character who has had those powers their entire life, goes, wait a minute, this is how my powers work. Are you freaking kidding me?
Everyone thinks it's impossible until they try and find out that you can do it if you just suck at it. It's like, yeah, everyone thinks this is hard, but you can do it if you're.
When did she get into the emotional blackmail lesson? Is that day 4 or 5?
It's coming up here.
Get 100 Twitter followers. Step 2: threaten your editor.
Yeah,
threaten the whole company. Blackmail them with your gender politics. All right. Everyone thinks it's impossible until they try and find out it isn't. They may even find out they're good at it, but at the very least, they can find out it can be done. That's what we're going to do. All right. Now, if you can, tear out that sheet of your notebook. What if you can't? What if you can't tear the sheet out of your notebook?
get scissors.
Get scissors. Don't tear it up or throw it away.
Oh, this is excruciating. I'm reading ahead. This is
Zach, this is worse than I ever could have.
This is like freaking torture.
Be sure your notebook is has a perforated page.
Well, I'm trying to write a comic book. So keep writing. I'm fucking listening to this shit.
Do you have a little box to put your sheet of reasons to not be a great writer? I need you to rip it out and fold it up and put in. That's literally what it says.
Take
Get ready.
Take an empty whiskey bottle, breathe into it, then put the cork back in. And in a few weeks, go and breathe the air out of that. That was the old used breath. See how it feels different? I like the wind.
This is a goddamn nightmare. This is like the worst thing I've ever. And I honestly, like, you know, you can criticize Gail, you can say all these things about her, but they're true. Like every bad thing we've ever said about Gail Simone is true, and we've been understating it. This is a goddamn nightmare. All right. Now, if you can, tear that sheet out of your notebook. Don't tear it up or throw it away. We're going to use it later, but tear the sheet with your reasons out. Now, fold that sheet of paper up and put it in the box and close the lid. If you have one. What if you don't have a lid?
Shit.
John, what if you don't have a lid? If you have one, but what if you don't?
What if your lid falls off when you opened it and you don't have the money to get it repaired?
Okay, Cecil's ripping up his list.
Get in a box.
Fold that sheet of paper up and put it in the box and close the lid if you have one. This isn't a joke. I'm serious. The box is our roadblock box, and it's going to come into play later.
If there's no lid, put cookies over top of them.
Look at this bullshit. Look at this. Me showing up for class like, okay, Gail, I'm ready to be patronized. I'm ready to be condescended to. I'm ready to be filled with useless bromides that don't get me anywhere as a writer. I'm ready to like myself more because that's my real problem. My real problem is I need to like myself more than I already do.
Here's my flag. Here's my die.
I hope when does she get up to the point where I don't need no man?
All right, hold on. Right now, we're taking our excuses and fears and we're putting them in a box and putting that box aside. It is currently relevant and would only be, it is not currently relevant and would only be in the way. I promise you, nearly every writer you admire has or had a list like this. Zero did. Zero did. What do you think? Edgar Allan Poe had a list like this? Why I'm not letting myself succeed? Maybe it's the opium. Maybe I'm fucking my cousin, and that's a problem.
I'm just imagining Norman Mailer in freaking World War II, and he's getting an inspection. They're like, "Soldier, what's in that pouch?" "A tiny little box, sir."
Hemingway.
"What is in this?" "It's a list of things I tell myself when I don't believe."
Hemingway had a little box with a bullet in it. When he got to this point, he just fucking blew his brains out.
Oh. All right, here we go. I promise you, nearly every writer you admire has had a list like this. Adolf Hitler, did he have a list like this when he was writing Mein Kampf? And it's only repetition and endurance. Adolf Hitler sitting there like, I can annex Poland. I can't.
Believe in yourself, Addy.
And made them learn to see past it. I guarantee you, those Eisner winners, most of them had wrote the same kinds of things you did. So
most of them are hacks.
Eisner winners. Oh, this is awful. All right. Now we're ready. We know the person we have to arm wrestle. It's us. And we put our excuses where they can't be heard. Shh, excuses. Shut up. So we have a blank page. And that's terrifying. But it's exciting as hell too, you guys. That blank page is not your enemy. That blank page is the passport and conduit between the thrilling ideas in your head to the open receptors in everyone else's. You get to put stuff on it. Places and people. That is the best part.
What is his voice?
I don't know, but that's how I read it. Just a lot.
You're turning into Richard Simmons because I feel like this is all shit. She's like, she's cribbing from like weight loss seminars and putting it towards fucking. Now, you want to know who's going to stop you? You.
Yeah.
Write down the 10 things you love to eat most, and now take that list and put it in a box. And those are the 10 things you're not allowed to eat. It's just fucking repurposed fucking weight loss shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, but let me look at the people who responded. Look at this.
Remember Deal Emil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's his freaking Deal Emil.
Nice. Can I have bread today? No. But I can't.
No, I mean, it's kind of fucked up because, she really lays out a good way to kind of, I guess, in a way to kind of motivate yourself and deal with, problems and get your excuses out of the way and focus on you and doing your best work. But on the other hand, she's also the lady who's out there complaining about the patriarchy's holding everybody down. And let me tell you about white people and this and all these other fucking problems. It's like, bitch, what happened to putting your excuses in a fucking box and just do the fucking work?
To me, though, it's that Gail Simone is a con artist that conned her way into the comic book industry through emotional manipulation and blackmail by suggesting that the people who were skilled, many of them, some of them weren't, but many of the writers who were skilled were objectifying and exploiting women. And only somebody...
Not enough, if you ask me.
I agree. And only somebody like Gail Simone needed to come in after writing one article after the other, basically just like Anita Sarkeesian, feminism, her third wave feminist agenda. After writing all these women in refrigerators articles, some cuck, and I don't know who it was, but some cuck gave her work in the mainstream of comics, and she didn't do a very good job. She basically watched the documentary that Joss Whedon made, J.J. Abrams made for the Lost TV show on DVD. It said, always talk about something that's in a box. That's how to get people interested. There's something in the box. What is it? What's in the box?
Mystery.
Gail wrote a whole story, Secret Society of Supervillains or something like that, where the thing was, what's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? And people say that was good. I read it. It was shit. And people started giving Gail more and more work.
Yeah, I mean, that was the whole ending to the movie 7. Spoiler, is his wife's head.
Yeah, what's in the box? His wife's severed head. That's not what I wanted to learn.
Ethan, by the way, you are at, or do you want to refresh? I have a proposed stretch goal.
Hold on, let's see here. $314,740.
Minute away from 315. I'd say $320,000 stretch goal is you stop reading Gail's tweets.
316, please. 315.
315.
320, 320. Let's monetize this shit.
Oh, for God's sake. What a nightmare. And that's the thing. And when Gail got into the industry, it meant everybody could get into the industry because Gail is just not a very good writer. What Gail is good at doing is emotional blackmail. What Gail is doing good at doing is getting an army of super devoted fans who threaten to slit your throat if you criticize her. And that's for real. You know, Gail Cada.
If Gail was really being honest, she would say her motivation tactics. She'd be like, I can have that pizza if I finish 5 pages today.
I love that idea.
And that's how she I guarantee that's how she writes.
That's how I write.
Cecil, I don't think you've read anything by Gail in the last 4 years.
I haven't.
These scripts are written probably in email form, I'm guessing. Like, they are beyond lazy.
Yeah, I feel like she's probably getting a pizza after every paragraph.
Oh, I think they're all written in like a 1 hour.
315, guys. We did it. 315,000. So
all right, we got to stop talking about her.
No.
Hey, promises made, promises kept.
That's what we do.
Enough right throughout there.
I just find these people to be unbearable. And the thing is, what's most surprising to me is that there are people who don't. Like, there are people who stomach that, who are like, that's okay. I'll be talked to like that.
Always learning, you know.
Well, yeah, she's built an army of over 38-year-olds who like to pretend to be 4.
Yeah, here's the carp.
That's it. That's it.
Side carping. Yeah. You can do it, Gail. You can do it.
Getting closer, farther, moving parallel to the shore. Yeah.
That Comascape pond, it sure is small, but it seems kind of deep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I gotta get out. I gotta get away from these people. And I gotta tell you something. Like when I started doing Star Wars videos, I really, really loved it. And the reason why I loved it was because I wasn't interacting with comic book industry people anymore. I was just talking about Star Wars, and Star Wars fans had SJWs, but the SJWs sucked. They just weren't very good at being SJWs. They're mostly busy accusing each other of sexual harassment and stuff and making up rumors about each other. And it was kind of funny. You know, they just weren't as evil as comics pros. And I remember talking to Andrew and being like, isn't this nice? Like, I love the Star Wars community. We're meeting Jeremy and Jeff Hicks and everybody, and you know, Anna, that Star Wars girl, Jesse Milestones. Everybody's so nice.
You're forcing people to watch the Star Wars holiday special. Yeah,
that might have been passive aggressive. All right,
yeah.
Look, John, I might as well just admit it. It was passive aggressive. That's something against Cecil. You know.
Yeah, you guys like my house? You like my house?
Do you
sit on my couch?
Have a seat. Let me show you something. It's Wookiees. You like Wookiees? Do you?
Wookiees.
Sure.
Jesse, Jeff, and Ethan fucking passed out in 3 seconds.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I'm at the age now where if I sit down in a chair or lie on the couch or just lie down, I'm falling asleep in an instant. I have no trouble sleeping. When it's time to go to sleep, I'm asleep. No trouble at all, you know. So, you know, if I'm sitting down on the chair watching Star Wars Holiday Special with Cecil, I'm going to pass out. I mean, no problem. Linkara is whose #1 fan? Linkara is like another generation. Like, we really have nothing to do with Linkara. No idea. Well, look, guys, it's after midnight, and that means it's been 12 hours. Basically, I've been live streaming throughout the whole day. 12 hours of live streaming, 12 hours of campaigning for CyberFrog 2, and I can't even believe we're doing this. It's like time has gone by. But CyberFrog 2 in 12 hours, this is where we're at. We're at almost $316,000. We'll just say $315,000 in 12 hours. And if that doesn't set a record, I don't know what does. I don't know what would.
I was talking about it earlier. It's really hard to compare first days, the way they track them on BackerKit. But I don't remember. I mean, I remember some, like Brian Polito, he would get like 200 300,000 in the first couple hours, but in the first 12, 315. No, I don't believe that's ever been done.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens, because tomorrow at 11:59, we are taking down. We're going to take out the Ides of March 24-hour variant cover. It's gone. So I hope everyone who wanted one got one. I hope you buy as many as you need, because this is going to disappear tomorrow. I'm going to wake up. I'll probably
Did you
go
say
live
11:59 a.m.?
a.m. Eastern
Yeah.
Standard Time. That's what I meant. Yeah. I'll take it out. I'll take this down, and this image is going to disappear. I'm actually going to edit the whole thing out as though it never existed, and just move on. But that'll be. We'll check out what our 24-hour total is.
How many got so far? I bought that one.
Well, let's take a look, because I mean, just go to items report and you can see what everything's sold. All right, so the J. Lee Wrecked Planet book has sold almost 1,500 copies. The Ides of March variant has sold 1,783. That's significant, and the two of these together equal how many copies of Wrecked Planet we've sold so far. So it's over 3,000.
Here's the thing: the Ides of March, you can't buy that unless you bought something else.
No, you can buy Ides of March.
How?
Just alone. Look, I mean, you
It's an
can.
add-on.
It's an add-on too, but if all you want is Ides of March, it's right here for $25. 651 people did that, but I wanted to make it as easy as possible to get, so I made it an add-on to every single perk here, every single tier. You can just, when you get to checkout, it's like, are you sure you don't want Ides of March? Are you sure? I pester you.
Yeah, I got the honeycomb box. Then I got the Ides of March as an add-on, and then I also added on the head sketch. I don't remember who I picked. It's probably CYBERFROG.
I got Salamandroid. I did that.
Well, you can see what people did here. So Ides of March, Salamandroid comics sold 1,600 copies so far in 12 hours. Ultimate Blood Honey Gold, 737. CYBERFROG Numb, 737. Those are going to be the same. That's the number of honeycomb boxes we sold. Wreck Planet original art pages, 15 are gone out of 48. Salamandroid, 3 are gone out of 10. Survivor Cast, we sold 1. The cover art's gone. Head sketch right here, 150 sold, and you can see what everybody chose. 34 CYBERFROGs, 50 Salamandroids, far and away 66 Heathers. People want Heather Swain head sketches.
Yeah.
Love
the ladies in CG.
Yeah, of course we do. I better get a good Heather Swain quickie done. I mean, I'll figure that out. We'll make a beautiful Heather Swain head sketch that everybody can get. Cecil, what am I adding to stream here? What is this that we're looking at?
See what it's like to hang out with Ethan.
That's my house.
This is what it's like if you want to hang out.
It looks like they're dead.
And here's the thing. By the way, I lost a shit ton of weight since then. Yeah, right next to them in a lazy boy is Ethan in the same state.
Look at your smile. You're so happy. Cecil's just like me. He takes delight in things like this. It's like people's embarrassment or uncomfort. He likes it.
Scotch. I drank 3 bottles of scotch.
You went through all my liquor. I'll tell you. All my good liquor. It's great. I was like, I don't drink that stuff. All right. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I'm going to go to sleep. And then we're going to wake up tomorrow and do it again because we're campaigning. So I want to tell people before I go, don't forget to back the Expendables. Back the Expendables, go to hell. This campaign is in demand right now. And, we picked up a few more backers here. We're 3 away from 3,000. Please. I got it. That my OCD goes nuts when I see that. I'm like, please, just 3 more. Let's just make that even.
Can we get a few more tips from Gail before we go?
No, we read them all. We read the whole thing.
No, you weren't even close to the end, and that was just 1 day out of 3.
Oh, she's done. Oh, that was just less than 1
single day.
16th. She's done. It's every day. You were on the 13th. Was day 1.
We'll do the rest of them. That was fun. I'll read the rest of that shit. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. Lesson 1 from Gail.
Hey, could you do a little tin box? It would be like the chicken box or the
put your hopes and dreams in this box.
I will. Let's market little hopes and dreams boxes so that we can get people to like themselves. That's the biggest problem right now. People need to like themselves. Vengeance of Vampirella, number 1, featuring CYBERFROG. Make sure to back this one while you can. 24 days left. That's up there. CYBERFROG Unforgettable Tales is going to end in a day. So if you don't have CyberFrog Unforgettable Tales yet, make sure that 114, that campaign's moving too. 1987, make this 2000, please. I'm telling you, that really, it's like we're right on the edge of a nice even number.
When is this one ending? You have a date on it, or
27 hours?
Oh wow, okay.
And then I believe that's it. I don't think we're going in demand with this one. I could be wrong about that. I don't remember. One of my recent campaigns, I just said no on demand. Just leave it alone.
Can a maniac in the chat, do research? Gail's 56. I would bet that whole thing about writing a list and putting it in a box is from a fucking Richard Simmons shit.
It's got to be, dude, or Tony Robbins.
It's no, she didn't do the tone. It's some fucking weight guru. It's like Valerie Bertinelli or it's Jenny Craig but I'm going with Richard Simmons. You started reading it in his voice a little bit because it sounded like him. It sounded like the way he talked. That shit's from Zach. You're right.
Tell me the reasons why you're not thin.
You want to know who's stopping you the most?
Yeah.
Take out your phone and take a picture of yourself.
That's infuriating. That is really infuriating.
Here's the funniest part. There's actually some guy in like Minnesota or something like that who did it. It's the same thinking of that guy I mentioned he's like, my friend, he was going to talk to Ethan, but he got scared. So he's just hoping Heather Ontos retweet. It's the same. It's that type of guy. It's like, if this works for Gail, it'll work for me.
Oh boy. He got
Do your biggest
open
mouth smile.
That's the old fucking. It's time for old Gil. Oh, by the way, here was my view of Ethan. Can you share my screen?
Hold on a second. Let me say.
It just came up on my. Hold on a second.
Let me make sure I approve of it first.
No.
I'm not posting it.
All right, fine. I'll show. I mean, it's not gonna be flattering. It's you after you ate 3 cheesesteaks and fell asleep in a fucking lazy boy. Go ahead. It's playing. Right? It's playing. The video's playing.
It's not playing. I don't see it at all.
A shorter Jeff does in this situation.
All right, forget it. I'm not showing that. It's ridiculous.
All right, hold on. I only. It's momentary. I picked up the laptop and pointed at you for a split second. But you got to jump on it now. It's gonna happen.
Cecil, you're not sharing it. Why do I have to tell you the 16th time? You're not sharing it. I can't share it because you're not sharing it.
Oh my God.
It's painful.
When I try to make you look stupid.
All right, here we go. Go ahead.
All right.
Would I try to make you look stupid? No, you wouldn't.
All right. So here I'm picking up the laptop.
They look like dead bodies.
Now the only thing I have to watch is there's you dead out, fucking asleep.
That's me in my coffin. Look at me.
And this is me fucking watching the holiday special alone, just guzzling fucking scotch.
Oh, wait a second. Do I have super chats that I need to read? Okay, hold on a second. Oh, I do. Okay, sorry guys. Rhino says, let's get sidecarping trending on Twitter. Funny. Little Digger Nick, thank you for what a name. RIP CG. Doug is laughing at how stupid you are. Eclipse Warlord says, I had no idea you hated us this much, Ethan. Sebastian announces, I'd rather be reading bad Jawbreakers /fix. Individual says, remember the old joke about Dems promising you how great it will be, but never doing anything? 30 days into our comic book class, and we're still on how great an artist you can be. Jake CB says, hope War Campaign reads Gail's tweets on Wednesday. Mike Jenkins says, greetings from Jamaica, Uncle E. Comicscape for the win again. These are truly exciting times. Stay up and healthy. Bless up all.
Hold on. Mr. Wonderful said you look like Stalin lying in state.
Yeah, I do. I look like a dead body. Keith Vesey Official says, what is your opinion on mini folded comics? I don't know. It's okay with me as long as the comics are good, Doesn't matter how you present them. Robert Romano says, if everyone upgrades to box set, you will hit 500K. Keith Vasty Official, thanks for $1. Mr. Wonderful, thanks for $20. First, congratulations. The one good thing to come out of this whole virus thing is that the profits will now be the number one concern again of all entertainment companies moving forward. SJWs can sense this. They're afraid. That's a great point. Robert Willis says, congrats, Ethan. You're a champion and an inspiration. I always tell myself that. That's what I wrote on the paper that I put into my box. Cumberbatch Pepperpot says, if 500K, you think EVS gets a CyberFrog tat on his shoulder? I would do that. I would do that anyway. Alesh Nam or Norn says, hey, EVS, I know what happens when SJWs infect 4/7 of your industry. You must remain vigilant as they get weaker and Comicsgate grows stronger and routes the enemy. Hail Caesar, hail Pyrexia. Dama Shep says, don't accept the so-called change these SJWs are making. They want to infiltrate and infect Comicsgate just like they did to the old industry. Keep them out. We will. Steve Turney says, Mike refused a refund on his late book, so I'm out. I'm $120 out of pocket. Sad times. Lou says, good day, mates. Congrats. So good to see EVS. You too. Trencher1375 says, the fans bought it all for EVS, and he will pay us back with comics. Hell yes, I will. Great ones. Eddie Winkler says, do you official Marvel handbook? Official Marvel Universe handbook of the dead is what made me want to create comic books back in 1987. All my books will contain a few. Sebastian Anand says, talking business, any advice on how to handle a comic book story, 48 pages with a large cast of characters, say 6 or so? I don't know how to answer questions like that.
I do. Go to Gail's Twitter.
Yeah. Dr. Ian Malcolm says, hail Caesar, the 5XL pie eater. Just wondering where CyberFrog's tribal tattoos are located. I don't see him on his back. They're not on his back. They're just, he's got a line right down the center of his sides, and it separates his rough back from his soft underbelly, and they're on his soft underbelly. They're not on his back.
Like that question real quick. Check out other comic skaters that are like writers, like people that can probably explain things a lot clearer than us artist writers. People like Clint Stoker, Literature Devil, Professor Geek. They're all qualified, and actual Professor Geek is a professor, so they can probably give you some real good advice on that.
Congratulations, EVS. I'm happy for your success. Says Leg Kick 1. Sebastian Anon, no worries, EVS will bring back Salamander. Okay, I read that one. You spoiled it, Dumbo. John was just speculating, says Job of the Cuck. Rats. Finn Frog says, more people should be watching this stream. Terrence Caston Guai says, keep on the great work, EVS. Keep up the great work, EVS, Zach and Cecil. Thor Odinson says, every dollar spent on Wreck Planet prevents comic pros. Like, okay. A woman in her 50s died today here in New Jersey from it, says Dark Gift Comics Presents. Rhino says, Zach, she didn't bring the TP because Mike is a bad storyteller. It's not complicated. His Twitter nonsense is inconsistent as his comic strip. Siren Jack says, Zach, you get in there and do Mike's wife the way she should be done. Dang it. A way she's never been done before. Let's see. Force goes Fabio. He just means her voice. Congrats, EVS. Can we check on Bitcoin? Butter Biscuit 92 says, listen, fatso, don't disrespect the Mountain Dew for us other fatzos who drink it. To think I've been shilling to my Uber passengers. LOL. Congrats on your success. Thank you so much, Butter Biscuit. Wow, Camel Moon says, Ethan, watch Hail Salad on your shrimp trip. Dragon Lord Jeremy says, go to the far left populated areas to a Chinese market store. It will be nearly empty of people and full of stuff because tolerance. Loch Ness Yoshi says, Ethan owes me a lot of frog books now and a box. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Loch Ness Yoshi. MW says, supplies are coming to grocery stores daily of TP and paper towels. Tonight, my store had plenty of towels, but only one ply store brand TP. Amateur Ed says, EVS called Anna out in 5 years with a Mountain Dew. Duminotron says, all the Brightwisers gave CyberFrog campaign a shout out. Oh, that's nice. Blue Samurai Zero says, you started during Professor Geek's class stream. LOL. I didn't mean to. Jeff Stark says, hey, EVS, I just spent $350 on frog books. Don't disappoint me. Liam Gray says, Lenotype is my absolute best. Solid story and art. We even added a smaller, more affordable version with a Blade Devil variant cover for CG manga fans. Kier CC says, win-win-win. CMYK says, hey, Ethan, which cover is the default cover? I hate variant covers, even beautiful ones. Which tier do I buy? Jay Lee's cover is the regular cover right now. So it's up to you. I mean, there are really no variant covers, but Jay Lee's is the I would say the regular. Cot K05 says, congrats, guys. Will SJW pros make nonstop Wuhan virus and Trump storylines for the next few years? Yes. Martin V says, Ethan, can I purchase the 10 book tier and get all of them as the Ides of March limited edition? Yeah, you can. I'm selling Ides of March in bulk limited, 10 tier. So you can purchase that.
By the way, he did call something out. How many fucking, chemical warfare or viral warfare fucking storylines are going to be with like MODOK with a fucking Trump wig on?
Big time, yeah. They're going to do that. But the super chats are crazy. This is just like Comicsgate Live. I haven't seen super chats in this amount since summer of 2018, guys.
Poor you.
Thank you, but I feel like, guys, please be patient with me. David Sutherland says, where is the album? We need more music. I wrote a song called Cecil is Love. I would love to play that. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Amateur Ant says, Cecil, did Peaches join you at the slopes? LOL. Mark the Cyborg says, congrats on the books, gentlemen. I look forward to my copies of all of them. The non-amphibious reptile cyborg of the Phantom Menace. David Bowser says, excellent taste. Basil Hayden is good shiz. Nathan says, commit to the bit. Dick on your helmet, Cecil. Amateur N says, hit 1 if you got the honeycomb box. Jeff Stark says, hail Caesar, I back the honeycomb tier. Braden Dykstra says, Ethan, this is proof Comicsgate is on the right side of history. Congrats and keep up the great work, bro. GRP Pulse says, hail Caesar victorious, 300K and going strong. Amateur N says, bring Anna in, EVS. She'll add to something maybe. I didn't see Anna in the chat, but
Anna either.
MW says, can't survive the C19, may as well buy the $200 box. Charlie's London says, I have to sleep. Now EVS, wish I could stay up all night. So cool to be part of your success today. When you get a moment, look at Twitter. Night. Thank you, Charlie's. Jason Stevens says, just got my 1998 in Hong Kong. Bought Wrecked Planet as well. Thank you, Uncle E. Adam O'Patrony says, was promised my boy back. Is his internet out? No, he's here. Quorum says, you need a chicken box tier or add on for Honeycomb. Christopher Arcell says, what is CyberFrog Numb comic exclusive to the Honeycomb box? All I see is it's by EJ Moore, just who we hang out with. Christopher, it is now a free comic to everyone who backs Wrecked Planet. Cruder Quotient 1 says, EVS still plan on doing the Rocky statue cover? Maybe, if I can figure out a good layout for it. Laser Pants says, can't spend money on toilet paper, so I went with CyberFrog. Hail Comicsgate. Rutvin Carlisle has been watching since the early sketch videos days. Okay, I think I'm caught up now. Let me just see the other end. Comic Books and Cahoots says, I backed everyone on the stream. Now I feel like a big shot despite my budget. Congratulations, fellas. Aaron Olson says, Honeycomb and Ides cover not enough for the chicken box? No, Honeycomb is its own box. You need 2 separate comics for the chicken box. Amen in Lunacy says, don't forget to back Cash Grab.
Yeah, that's right. I have a comic book. Cash Grab.
Get off Ethan's toes, Cecil. Get off his toes.
No, he's not on my toes. I just was like, like reading all the super chats as fast as I could, and
you wanted to kill him. I saw it.
I didn't want to kill Cecil.
That was the one where you lost your cool and got aggravated.
Yeah.
$316,660. That's a good time to just say good night, and we'll wake up and we'll see what happens in the morning. Thank you guys. I can't keep streaming. I'm totally exhausted and wiped out, and so are these guys. It's time for bed.
Not me. Let's keep going.
Yeah, I'm all right. I can kind of go all night.
I will see you all in the morning, bright as soon as I told Andrew, I said, I'm for the first 24 hours I'm live streaming. So as soon as I wake up and get showered, maybe I'll start live streaming with you guys, and we're going to get ourselves all the way to hour 24, which is noon tomorrow. So I thank you guys for making this the kind of success that shut these weirdos up.
I might do a short stream. I'll do we'll stop at 3:20 stream if Zach and Malin want to join me.
I'll hop on if you're firing right up.
Zach, 2 minutes.
All right. Done.
All right, everyone. Love you all. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for your support of CyberFrog. Day 1 is complete. $316,000. Not bad at all. All right, adios.
Congratulations.
Thank you.